Here at Sandcastles, we have 16 holiday units and 3 commercial units down on the Hastings Street side. More than 40 years ago, when Sandcastles was first built, we didn't have air conditioning in any of the units. The pool and the spa were heated with gas, so the total electricity consumption in the building was dramatically less than it is now. One of the major electricity retailers sent a crew around to install some smart meters. They showed up, took one look at our switchboard and said, "Oh, no, we can't touch anything there." And that started what could have been sort of a sad story for us, because we realized we needed to replace our entire switch system. What we were aiming for, obviously, was preserving our electricity supply to all the units, but spending $45,000 for no apparent change wasn't real satisfying. So we looked around to see if we can turn it into some kind of an opportunity, and the obvious opportunity was to go with solar. We needed to upgrade some things, and I thought, well, when we're busy fiddling around with the wiring, that's the opportunity, that's the time to do everything else. And in our case, we went one step further. We installed an embedded network. The embedded network operator uses our solar and imports from the grid on our behalf to deliver lower costs. So we aren't trading in solar electricity ourselves. We're simply getting the benefit in the form of a reduction in our electricity expense of about 30%. The roof is now effectively in the shade. The north-facing roof, which gets the fiercest sun, is now underneath solar modules with an air gap between them and the roof itself, so the top floor units don't face as much cooling load as they used to. And Tesla provided us, at no cost, 4 of their Generation 3 chargers, which will charge any brand of EV in Australia. Zero Emissions Noosa have focused on making sure that we produce within the Noosa Council more electricity than we consume by 2026. Residences and businesses have really taken it up, and the use of solar in residential and business applications is very well advanced. Strata title properties have lagged behind. Our major push at the moment is to help those heroes within each strata committee who will push through the necessary work to get this sort of thing done. The benefits to owners and occupants in the strata title buildings are pretty obvious. It's beautiful and sunny. Our roof faces perfectly north. The equipment costs some money. After that, the energy is free. It's the way to go, and you'll be happy with it, and people will be very happy when they see their electricity bills.
My role in the Body Corporate Committee was to try and work out ways that we can improve our footprint in the environment, but also reduce costs overall for our Body Corporate members and all of our Body Corporate fees. There were a number of unit owners here at the South Pacific Resort and Spa that were passionate about moving towards solar. But of course, when you've got 105 units and 105 different owners, the opinions were varied, and I think we just really needed to see how it would work. We got the majority at our AGM last year to go ahead, and we installed a few months ago, so I'm pretty proud. We're in stage 1 of our solar installation here at the resort. In the few months that we've had solar installed, we have seen 20% of our energy use that we normally would have paid for go to our solar and being absorbed by the solar installation. The projections are that we will cover in stage 1 all of our energy costs to heat our 2 heated swimming pools for guests and owners alike. But stage 2 and 3 are the exciting ones. That's when we start to put solar on every single roof of every building within this resort, which I look forward to. And it means then that every owner will have the opportunity to buy into that project and reduce their individual electricity bills. Holiday makers generally now want to know that they're contributing to something better and bigger in the world. And I think knowing that the place that you stay has got sustainability at the forefront of all that they do, it makes it, they want to stay here. They want to be a part of it. So I think it's good for everyone. I'm thankful that Zen are actually helping all the individual owners understand this. It's not just your own roof. You own an apartment in this beautiful resort, but you don't own the roof. It's common property. Helping people to understand that and how it's going to benefit everybody in the long run. The information that we've been getting from Zen and the teams that support solar here in Noosa is awesome, and it's only going to help all of us in the future.
We've been pioneers in looking at how to encourage solar in strata communities, and we've done that from our smallest units up to Noosa Lakes, which is 95 units. It had a number of issues that needed addressing, and it has gone through a major refurbishment. Part of that refurbishment was a significant solar installation. They had in excess of $2 million worth of building defects that needed to be addressed, and no really easy solution to do that financially. The committee, the on-site managers and ourselves all played a part in the solar solution. The committee in particular came up with the idea of putting this solar system on, which is the biggest solar system in a body corporate in Queensland. It's an amazing sight from above, seeing the solar panels. What it provided was an opportunity to think differently within the community, a bit of innovation and creative thinking, a solar system that provides power to the units, and it also generates revenue back to the body corporate to pay down the financing that they had to take out to address the building defects. We took out 2 major awards. First of all, the Environment and Engagement Award for the Strata Community Association of Queensland, and then the Australasian equivalent award as well. So, we've got a real sense of pride with what has been achieved. We took the model that we used at Noosa Lakes and pretty much emulated it here when we did this refurbishment to our office building. We put a 30 kilowatt system on the roof of this building. It provides power for not only ourselves, but it provides power for our partners in Harcourts and Thrive Coffee Shop. I think we've all got to be mindful about what the world might look like in the future and how we leave it for our children, and certainly the move to renewables is a big part of that. And in particular, the environment here in Noosa is such that it's just a natural fit. We encourage, where economically sound, initiatives that are good for the environment.
We've got 94 townhouses in the complex. Those townhouses are all dual key as well. So technically there's 188 individual units in the complex. The Surf Museum, office spaces, the Integrated Rehab Centre and Ewan Brothers Restaurant. We have 3 large lagoon-style pools, with one of them being heated year-round. Everyone is enthusiastic about solar. It's just the legwork involved in getting it to that point where it's implementable. So I think you need that solar champion to drive it and help champion it amongst the unit owner group. Our body corporate and particularly our body corporate chairman were passionate about the project, especially for an investor owner. I mean, sustainability is a big part of it, but a lot of them, it's a numbers game. It's a dollar and cents idea. It is something that you're looking at as a long-term benefit for the entire building. And for Noosa Lakes Resort, and what we've achieved in the first year is $100,000 worth of savings. Electricity consumption, April this year versus April last year from grid energy was down 50%. And that's coupled with using solar energy, but also being smarter about how we're using grid energy as well. Your green or your sustainability credentials form part of the purchasing process for especially larger corporations now for their travel requirements. There's marketing benefits, but there's also the positive benefits for us as a business to say we're doing our part to be better. It's becoming more and more part of the purchasing decision for consumers, looking at what are the sustainability credentials of the businesses that they're purchasing from. There's a responsibility on us to do that and drive that forward, and me as the business owner working with the unit owners and the body corporate, I've got to be part of that championing process and believing that we are making a difference and working towards a better Noosa. The feedback from the owners has been really good around the solar project. There was a sense of achievement from everyone when it actually all went in and went live. We did something where we sort of stepped outside the comfort zone and we achieved a first, and now people are looking at us and going, how do we replicate that? That fills you with a sense of pride from a business owner perspective to say, hey, you changed things. You were a disruptor and you came in and said, we can do this and help lead people down that path.